Welcome to the Dominican Republic. You're watching Island Hoppers.
Welcome to the Dominican Republic.
The eastern half of Hispaniola, the second largest island in the Caribbean.
Today we are checking out the surf in Encuentro, world-class kiteboarding, and the natural beauty of the island's north coast.
Dominican Republic is a beautiful place. There's palm trees everywhere. There's really dark black volcanic rocks. It's very rocky, very mountainous.
One of the best things about the Dominican Republic is its people. You just walk around, anywhere you go, you see everyone's happy. Everybody's willing to talk to you, help you, show you around, help you find the right spot, and most of all, they're very, very inviting.
This trip was helped coordinated by the guys from Carib Surf Tours. There's Al, who kind of runs it from the stateside. Then there's Eric. Then you have Amir, who lives in Sosúa and is based down there, lives in the Dominican Republic. And Lee, who lives at the property in Lengua. All right, so we're driving to La Lengua, where the private wave is, courtesy of the Carib Surf Tours. We're driving down a dirt road. We're gonna go check out the surf here.
We're at La Lengua. This is a private wave with 3 separate peaks. It's beautiful. It's a little blown out today.
When I walk, frankincense of my fragrance, a little bit of Mervis, I step out on the pavement, a bottle of roots and a full khaki suit, complete with goddess and badges and military boots. My whole entourage rocks camouflage. Now whether out at the show, whether back in the yard, saying blessed love and respect, my lord. It's only Mount Zion that we all moving toward. Moving forward, only held by the mic cord. Ice golden green with my Abilene sword and a fresh house suit that I could barely afford. My family has endured injuries and rewards. So we're humble camp, we're fully militant. It's equal rights and justice that we demand. The king's command, a perfect love for which we stand. If you're a true seeker, let me see your hands. Come on, we're humble camp, we're fully militant. It's equal rights and justice that we demand. The king's command, a perfect love for which we stand. If you're a true seeker, let me see your hands. Come on. I painstake for the name's sake. We aim great. It's humble camp. We chant at the same rate. We'll do whatever it takes.
All right, Lance just paddled out for a session. It's kind of sketchy conditions. He paddled out through the rock and he decided to go over to La Lengua left, and the rain just came in, so we battened down the hatches, and it's just, you know, kind of like tropical climate conditions, so we're just kind of dealing with the weather right now. I want to paddle out, but I was waiting to see what happened with you guys.
I mean, you know what? It's too messy right now because of the wind.
Yeah. Gosh, the wind could be gusting up to 30 knots right now. All the visibility's gone, and the waves picked up considerably, so we're just going to wait it out and see if we can get a session later. Lance is still in the water. Lance will surf in anything. It doesn't matter. I mean, he would go out in a hurricane, so he's out there. He's the only one out in uncharted waters down there, so we just got our eye on him. Hopefully he'll come back in soon.
We just went goloso.
Dudu Lake is a very large sinkhole, about maybe 30 feet into the ground.
Fishes. Yeah. Give me some goddamn fishes.
So our friends brought us here for Dudu Lake, and we're about to jump in and check it out. It's basically a big sinkhole. We're also gonna, they got a couple cliffs here, we're gonna jump in.
Hey! I don't ever get a scream out, but that was pretty good. So we went over to Lake Dudu, and it's blue though. And we met up with Carib Surf Tours, and they brought some friends along, these two girls, these two Norwegian girls. We went over to the lake, and we're kind of swimming and hanging out.
We got to jump off the cliff, probably about, I don't know, 20, probably close to 30 feet jump, and had a bunch of the crew with us. It was a lot of fun. We jumped off a couple times. We did a swing. We went swimming.
And the guys asked if we want to jump off the rock. So we're like, yeah, we go. And we're hiking up, and it's kind of getting higher and higher, and I'm not really paying any attention to it. And we get around the other side of the lake, and I look down, and it is 30, 35 feet. Didn't give myself a chance to get scared, just went for it, jumped, and it was gnarly. It felt like we were falling forever. That was a rush.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, water was a little chilly, but it was real nice, real refreshing.
Boom!
It's great, gives you great adrenaline, and it's one of our favorite places to go to take a shower after a nice session.
Stay tuned to Island Hoppers. We'll be right back.
So as our journey took us back towards Sosua, what we did is we checked Preciosa and Playa Grande. We ended up surfing Playa Grande. It was a little windy and side shore, but it definitely was one of the more manageable waves considering the conditions.
Well, I don't like to see all of my friends forced to hustle, so the baby daughters can rise up from out the struggle. Every day you know that your papa, he's risking trouble. He's trying to get some food for you to eat within this jungle. He's trying to keep his feet beneath.
Finally caught up with our friend Roby Reed, who we'd been looking for the last couple of days, and we caught up with him, got to surf with him.
Our people is, I mean, I'm biased, but it's the most amazing people. Everywhere where you go, you find this localism where people, you know, and I feel that in my country, everybody, you know, when they see somebody new, they want to show them the breaks and take him and show him how great our island is. Playa Grande, you know, all the families go from all over the country just to hang out at the beach and make, you know, food on the beach and have a great time. And, you know, sometimes when the waves pick up, some people drown because you get a little too aggressive at going on the beach without knowing how to swim. But, you know, Playa Grande is one of our major internal tourists, and there's a concern now that some of the big U.S. industries are wanting to buy it to make resorts, but we're trying to make an effort to keep it for the Dominicans and share it with our friends.
This is one of the busier beaches we've seen, actually. A lot more people here, a lot more stuff happening, vendors on the beach trying to make some money. Trying to sell me everything.
San Felipe Fort. We're gonna go check it out.
We headed over to Puerto Plata to see the San Felipe Fort.
Originally built in the 1500s, and they started restoring it in the 60s.
When the enemy come to attack this fortress, is open the gate once upon the bridge unexpectedly for people to fall only spikes to die.
The Spanish constructed metal spikes that they would place in this moat here, and when invaders would come in, they would collapse the bridge and they would fall to their death.
They built the fort originally for pirates, but then it was also used to fend off the French in the Spanish and French War. It's always been a fort that has been to kind of defend the area and protect the area, whether it be for pirates or, you know, other countries trying to take over.
How about that one? Look, look, look.
The guides were really funny, and they were joking around with some of the old axes and that kind of stuff.
And they show you this hatchet that they use to cut off the enemy's heads. What they would do is, because of the entrance, they lowered it, and usually the French that came in were a little bit taller. They would have one of the guys standing off to the side and would chop his head off as he came in.
He wait like that one. When the enemy coming, he cut. That's why here the wall is curved the same with the wood.
So we're in another area that they used as a rifle area, where you can see that the wall that's constructed, this was built for the Spaniards because they were so short. This is so they could stand up, and each slot is made for riflemen, and they put their rifles out. Another area of defense. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Walking down to the blue lake, Lago Azul. And as a scuba diver, I was really intrigued by the fact that Lake Dudu actually is connected through underwater caves to Blue Lake.
This one actually connects with Lake Dudu.
Very cool. If you look down here, there's a cave that connects this blue lake with Lake Dudu, and divers come from all over the world to do the dive. It takes 2 hours, and they have to utilize 2 tanks on their back. It's right down there.
Blue Lake is connected to Lake Dudu, right?
Exactly, yes.
And where's the connection? Where's the cave?
The cave is right there.
The caves themselves were very deep underwater, and we couldn't actually see into the cave, but you know, if we were prepared to go scuba diving, we could have went all the way through to Blue Lake from Dudu Lake.
So complicated, now that becomes so real. We suffer at a loss, the things we design a logo for what we feel. Now don't take life so seriously. Don't let it define who you be.
Right now we're in Cabarete, the kite surfing capital of the world, and we're going to catch up with some of the best local talent here in the Dominican Republic.
Don't let it define who you be.
How is the competition here locally in Cabarete? Is it competition high to make you strive to be better and do more and do harder?
Yeah. Here it's hard to keep one level because all the boys here, they're pushing so hard. They're doing every day something different and really hard to do it. So we all trying to be all the time the best. Like, we competing all the time. We're not only competing when there is a contest. We're competing like every day.
Is there innovation, like people are creating or making new moves every day, or does that happen?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we here, like, we're taking always new tricks, like doing something really hard, so aggressive. Sometimes it's that hard that because I get scared sometimes, but I say, no, I'm not gonna stop now because they're doing, so I need to do it.
I'm here with Laurel Eastman, owner, operator, and head instructor of Laurel Eastman Kiteboarding. Laurel, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Awesome. Just give us a little rundown on Cabarete, the kite scene here. What's it like living here?
Living in Cabarete is awesome. We have the best conditions for wind in the world. That's why I chose to make this place my home. For kite surfing, it is a paradise.
What are the people like that come kite here?
I mean, one of the coolest things about living here is how cosmopolitan it is. You have people from all over the world, from the States, from Europe, South America. I mean, it is a cultural melting pot of people who love to do kite surfing, surfing, of course, and windsurfing.
Now, I also understand that you are a World Cup champion for the women's, is that right?
Yes, I had my competing days, and I really loved to do the competition side of this sport. But eventually I thought, you know what, I want to do something different, give back in a different way to a sport that gave me so much. So I opened my school, and I just absolutely love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
I am just still waiting for you to come.
Well, we woke up this morning with news that a tropical storm is heading our way today. So the conditions have changed dramatically very, very quickly, and the ocean is just completely angry and unorganized. Lance is checking it to see if he's going to paddle out.
I don't know, it doesn't look too makeable. Definitely nobody's surfing, but it's stormy and out of control. The wind was picking up, you could see the storms coming through and getting real hard and torrential rains. And that point, look at the point. You can see how big the waves are when the waves crash on the point over here.
So as we're debating on driving through the tropical storm or not, but you know, we're on a limited time schedule, so we want to make stuff happen. We want to go and check stuff out. I mean, these locals had told us that there is a perfect wave in Samana. So storm or not, we decided to drive across the country, and we're cruising through like all this horrible weather.
What we did is we drove to Samana hoping that we were going to catch some waves the next day.
We're like in a little bay, but there's actually a little wave right off of the point over here. But for the most part, it looks like it's not probably the best beach for surfing.
Sometimes you find the great waves and sometimes you don't. So in this case, we didn't get to find it, so hopefully next time we will.
Bobo is like one of the original local kids from the area, and Bobo started a surf school.
Well, you know, I come from Santo Domingo, came here like 20 years ago. Basically, I came for surfing, and through the years, through the time, God brought me to teach and have the school, and here I am. And right here you have Bobo's Point, we call it. Right now, I've been teaching for like 8-9 years when the surfing started here with the schools and stuff in Playa Grande. We have a lot of potential here. I mean, we are all surrounded by water mainly, 80%, and we have really, really good spots. I mean, we have places compared to anywhere in the world when it gets good. You must know about it a little bit because you've been here a while, no?
So we're in El Encuentro, and we're surfing La Derecha. The waves are fun, man. Had some size, good long rides, and we're out there surfing with Angel Compress, Saul Medina, Roby Reed.
Ya llegó, ya llegó, ya llegó. ¿Quién llegó? Suénalo, suénalo, ya llegó. Ya llegó, ya llegó, ya llegó. Suénalo.
Say what you like, spell a name. My name's Amin. Super lyrical, syllable, criminal, cynical, critical.
So the tropical storm passed, the waves and the weather finally cleared up, and our friends Brandon and Manuel joined us in the water.
Stimulate minds through great times and through tragedies. They break lines of hate lies, integrate lines of great size and keep the girls dancing beat. When I feel a bass line, it's like a trance on me. Like I'm drowning and it's my only chance to breathe. Chanting horn color in the canvas deep. The percussion section blessing that it's a gangster beat. What? I'm feeling the raw when the rhythm is on with crimson guitars and they got their answer beat. It's a vivid mirage that got you tripping so hard off Tony's psychedelic mix. This is family.
Ya llegó, ya llegó, ya llegó. Suénalo. Rumba,
Dominican Republic.
The island of many mountains and beautiful beaches.
Special thanks to Carib Surf Tours and all our new friends in the Dominican Republic. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we're here at Playa Grande, and we're gonna go check out this point over here, and we've got our two guide dogs, Pepe and Maria, are gonna help us find our way out to the point. I have not worn shoes the whole time. It's very slippery.